Hello, it's the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to another FlossTube video. Today I have all the projects to show you. I've worked on everything. I had quite enough time to work on everything, so we can go all in. So the first project is the Peppermint Purple's Blackwork Stitch Along. And I did the August fillers, so they're those on top and the one here. And I really like this one, very geometrical, and this one was also fun to make. This one made my eyes cross just so many times. I mean, the effect is wonderful, but stitching it was quite a challenge. So thankfully it's already done, and I don't have to work with it anymore. It is beautiful, I really like it, but working on it was a challenge. And that's all that's left for the year. And next time I won't be doing that. Well, it probably will be October already. Wow, time flies really fast. But I'm just not sure if I will have enough time to work on it after Friday, because the last Friday of the month, the whole month fillers are published, and that's how I prefer to work. I just don't know if I will have the time to do everything then. If I do, then of course I will, but we'll see. But August is finished, so I'm more or less up to date, and it was quite fun to work on all of these at the same time. Most used the same color, so it went quite smoothly. Then, of course, I worked on the Virgo, and I finished another page. This one here, and I also moved... Well, no. I did not finish the page. This part, I thought I moved to the next page already, but no. This is what's left from page 23, if I remember correctly. So I have two pages to finish, 24 and 25, and of course a bit of the ones a bit up, especially in the writing of the Virgo, but as you can see over there, there's quite a lot of stitches missing because of that color continuing. So I haven't worked super much this time. I finished most of the pages, but something went wrong. I mean, I made a mistake somewhere, and it was a problem to focus everything the way it should be done. So I decided to leave it for a while and just possibly stitch a bit more next time. So I'm hoping that during the next two floss tubes I will finish the main sort of body of the Virgo, and then I'll just go for all the confetti stitches that you see up there, because I don't think I'll be able to do everything at once, but I'm really seeing that I'm really close to getting finished and having one less projects in rotation, because at the moment I have 5, and that's quite a lot for me. And I recently watched a video by Hobby Stories, and she was like, so here's my 13 whips and 3 new starts. And I'm like, whoa, I barely keep up with my projects, and I haven't I don't have that many. So I'm looking forward to finishing Virgo, once because it is my sort of starting piece and I want to have it done, but also it will just make my life so much easier when I have one project less to focus on. Also, a bit closer to finish is the mini Marvellous Garden. Although it's still around a quarter, so definitely not as close to finish as the Virgo, but from the rest of my whips, apart from the Virgo and the Blackwork Stitch Along, this one is the closest to finish. So I was doing this row here, and I did complete some of the stitches around here. And also there were just so many colors, so many color changes, so many confetti stitches that I just decided not to work too much on it. I did a few hundred stitches and I just thought, no, it doesn't give me pleasure. I'm not having fun, so maybe let's leave it for later and go back to it when I do feel like working on it. So for now, the only motivation is just that it's the one closest to finish, apart from the Virgo and the Blackwork Stitch Along, and that's it. Not really fun of working on it. So I decided to stop. I want it to be fun, not just push myself to finish, but actually have fun of creating the piece. And this time I didn't feel that at all. We'll see what will happen next if I decide to give it a break and just rest from it. I think that would be the best idea if I still don't feel like working on it next time, because it just doesn't make sense to get, you know, angry at a piece of creation, basically. Even though I do want to finish to focus on other pieces, but I still want to have fun. So this one, not a huge progress, mostly due to lack of fun. Even though it's getting prettier and prettier, it just didn't give me any good vibes this time. Then Miranda did get a few hundred stitches done. So I mostly completed this part and the previous row of grids as well. I did not get, as you can see, I did not get to the limit of the grid here because the colors that I have here in the next row kind of will continue there, because this is this kind of white creamy like foam, I guess, between the sea and the sky. So I'm here, sorry, and I'm more or less on half the page. Like, as you can see, this is the bottom of the page, that is the top of the page, so I'm kind of in the middle of the page, so that's good. It's a good spot, and it just is going to get interesting with the color changes, with the shades, so this should be fun to work on. And the last project I worked on, and the one I mostly had fun working on, was Avarice. So the one I started last time, and I made quite a progress, possibly around 1,000 stitches, I think even more. I did go to the second page. I decided to grid a little bit because after working like square by square, as I do with Miranda, for example, or the peacocks, Mini Marvellous Garden, I sort of realized that every time I worked in those squares, I get lots and lots of parked threads that get tangled. And this one is a huge piece. I will be working on it for a really long time. And I decided I don't want that. I don't want that. I'll just stitch, yes, square by square, but kind of to continue with all the threads that I have. This length is kind of what I can live with. It's not as long as to cause a lot of trouble, especially if it's just one color here. So I've decided to go like this right now, that I will start sort of on a square, but I will continue the color for as long as it's somewhere nearby. So that's why it's not any regular stitching anymore like it was at the beginning, because at the beginning I was just going square by square. And I've ventured into the second page. As you can see, the second page is not like fully gridded. I just really wanted to grid the parts where I knew that I would go with the stitching. So yeah, that's where I went. So there will be the second page somewhere here, and then there's part of the third page as well, gridded a little bit. I'm super happy with Avarice, even though I still didn't get to the golds. This is the ones I really want to start stitching, but I didn't get there yet. There's a lot of black and there are a lot of dark colors for now, and I sort of found out why I didn't have the two missing threads that I kind of showed you when I was preparing for the start of this project. Well, it turns out that in my country, those two colors are very difficult to get. I went to like a local haberdashery with just those numbers. I mean, with a few more, but I wanted specifically those two numbers. And on their like stand with all the threads that they have, one of the colors was like written in the brackets below another number that I have a double of right now. And the second missing thread didn't have its number anywhere. It was just the neighboring number. And I have that one double as well. So I think what happened, when I ordered it online, they also didn't have those specific numbers, and they just sent the closest number to it. I've checked the names of the colors and they're quite similar. I mean, like one is very dark and the other one is dark, or one is medium and the other one is like dark, I guess. So they're close, I guess, in the shade. I will try to find some place that will actually send me those two colors, but it might be difficult. I did buy 2 skeins of black, because a lot of black will be used in here, but I can already see that I will need to buy one more color that I don't have a lot of anymore, and it also will be used a lot, especially around here. So I need to buy this one pretty quickly. But anyway, I'm quite ready to stitch this, and I'm really happy to be stitching this. This gives me happy vibes, so I hope to focus on it. I'm up to 1%, or slightly more than 1% of it, and it took me a month. It took me a month to get to 1%. So like 100 months in total, I guess it will be. So close to 10 years, I guess. So yeah, long adventure in front of me, and that's one of the reasons why I want to finish my other projects, to have more time to focus on this one, because this is the first one in a series of 7, and I don't want to be stitching for 70 years. I don't have that much time. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Leave a comment down below if you have something to say. Think about subscribing to see my progress. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!